Okay, I think you're here. I'm going to do my best. Oh, I'm going to do my best to pretend this camera isn't here. But not really. Look what I found in my closet. Okay, well, I guess I can do that and that. Lower that. I want you to at least see the cards, but no matter where I've been moving this, it's not really helping much. Nope. That won't go any lower. What was I going to tell you? I'm supposed to pretend this camera isn't there. Almost. A little from there, a little from there. Okay. Yesterday, oh, what time is it? 11:11 p.m. March 12th. It's a Saturday. Yesterday around this time, I don't know if you felt it or not. I'm sorry, I can't look at the camera. There was a sensation, like a pulse, that went through, and a few people felt it and talked to me about it. And what it felt like was something that you didn't want to be aware of. Like a okay, instead of generalizing it, I'm going to tell you how I felt it. It was a sense of love, a forgotten love for something, for someone, for a place that was suppressed. And yesterday around this time, it came through, and I cried so much. But it felt like it was brought to my attention how much love was still there, which at the same time had me realizing and recognizing all the illusions placed around that love. It was very clarifying. And sorry, I'm feeling really anxious. I was playing with eyeliner. I found a blue one and a black one. The reason I was playing with those two colors is because I saw a vision, an image of a night sky, but there was a shadow of a planet, and it was almost as if the planet was made out of obsidian. And then suddenly there was just this blue fire all around it. And I haven't been able to get that out of my mind's eye since yesterday after I had that emotional release. And it hasn't been bothering me. It's been really boggling my mind, honestly. I haven't been wanting to wear anything in my closet. Like I was playing through the clothes earlier. And all I kept seeing was that image in the front of my mind of that obsidian planet with these blue flames around it. And I honestly have very little idea about what it could be in regards to collectively or soul tribe or personally. I mean, if I was going to start guessing, it would be, energy center, chakras. If it was going to be planetary, it's like a hidden planet. But it looks obsidian, and obsidian is from volcanic eruptions. And the other thing I've been feeling that I'm going to pull cards on, and we're going to change the camera and stuff, which has been relaying in my physical life and the way I've been wanting to dress and change and how I've been feeling. It's like an old version of me has been peeled away, and I'm like God scrubbing me clean of that old version. It's very strange. I was at the store and somebody was calling their kid again with that same name. And I was like, oh my God, I keep responding to that name. And in a previous video, we were doing a live stream, I think it was, with the chat. Somebody mentioned that name again. And it keeps ringing in my mind. And I've been having memories. That's the only thing I can call them, memories of past lives. As I'm not going to tell you, but it was a painter. And everything lately has been looking like paintings to me. Everything. Like if I just close my eyes and breathe in, everything melts into a painting. It's something. I've been seeing colors and auras around everything. Everything. My hearing has been absolutely bonkers. My sleep schedule has been bananas. And I don't know if you guys have been feeling this too, but time glitches have been going on. Yesterday from 7 until 10:16, 7:08 until 10:16 p.m. on, what was it, March 11th? Yeah. It felt like it was the entire day in a span of like 3-4 hours. And then it kept looping and looping and looping. I can't even tell you how many times I looked at the clock and it was 7:06 again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just went through this entire day and we're back at 7:06 again. Over and over and over, it kept happening. And then by the time the night would finish is when I would have that image of that black star. The vision. And in the entire span of that day, where to me it was a day, but apparently it was just 4 hours. Repeatedly, like Groundhog Day. Every time it happened, like my apartment got decluttered, my closet I threw out more clothes, things got organized and shifted around the apartment, and I kept seeing different visions and different sensations and threads and weirdness. it when I tried to meditate and tune into what was going on, and I did it again today, and I think that's what broke the loop. I kept feeling Gaia, the planet, doing that exact whatever that was in just these few seconds, that feeling of like the smoke clearing, clarity coming in, anxiety relieving. It's like a rhythm realigning itself. Like it could be, I think it could be considered a pole shift, but it doesn't feel cataclysmic. It feels like it's what I'm seeing it as is a piano, but a tapestry. It's like a tapestry that makes music, and there's dust on it, and someone's shaking it to shake the dust off of that tapestry. And in that process, some things that looked like threads of the tapestry are coming off, but they were like cat hair or just dust particles. And I feel like an orb just went by, but I don't know if it did or not. I just felt something go by, as I said, dust particle. And the other thing I've been feeling all day today is this massive weight, WEIGT, not just on my shoulders, but in the sky. Like a really, really like underwater feeling, like being in a dome underwater. And when I pick up on this, I pick up on that Lucifer energy, the thread of wanting to go past the firmament and sit with the Most High. That's perceived as arrogance or pride or whatever. And it reminds me of a video I did a while ago with pen and paper. I don't remember which video, but it was about moving past the firmament. And then Matilda, I think, I apologize. I think that's your first name. Posted a video on her channel about her that we are the stars. And when I'm seeing all this information from these different sources and applying it with my own visions and then tuning in and kind of confirming and seeing what else is there and doing what I do to see, there's something hidden that's going to be revealed. And I'm uncertain of how else to bring this to you. But it's a I keep being shown that image of the planet being illuminated by that blue fire. And blue fire is also associated with Archangel Michael and the blue ray, those groups of twin flames that came in, and those groups of children that were born. The truth speakers and all that, the justice but it's fiery, it's not subtle. Just like these changes in my apartment lately and in my mood. It's massive changes, but it feels very subtle, very just whatever. But it's massive changes, and I don't know how to bring you this information in a bite-sized format because it's like swimming in dark water, but the dark water is illuminated with little life forms that are like stars. And we're underneath that dark water at the bottom of the ocean on the ground level. There's more levels beneath. And I think that's what some religious groups call the abyss and all that. The like underworld and then the abyss beneath that. With the Midgard tree and this being the middle world, Well, this, where we are, where I'm recording this, to you seems to be a pocket dimension underworld place that's in between places. You could be somewhere else watching this video, so I'm not going to say that that's where you are too. And what it feels like and what I see is outside of the sky's atmosphere. It's as if there's a structure that is above the atmosphere, and that structure, we're beneath that structure, and that's where the middle world is. So we're in the, or at least here, it's underneath that place. And what I'm seeing with that black star, the volcanic thing, and the blue fire, if I look at it from all these different perspectives, it could be massive volcanic shifts happening somewhere where blue algae is concerned. You know, at night, it could be truth revealing something like a land mass that's been hidden for a long time. An obsidian is formed after a volcanic eruption, so after it cools, there is that obsidian, right? So honestly, it just feels like something is about to shake the world up so massively, and we're supposed to kind of come together and smooth things out to make a more easily walkable road for each other. But it could also be something like a new planet being discovered and the Earth's gravitational field shifting, or the moon shaking itself off and all that gray lunar dust, you know, gets shaken off, and then the moon is like this massive obsidian orb in the sky. I don't know, or I mean, I'm even seeing an eclipse right now, and what we see in front of the eclipse, usually in front of a solar eclipse, is a black disk, right? Because the moon goes in front of it. So what if that's actually, you know, what's underneath the moon and it's illuminated in that way? Or there's another planetoid there that's, you know, revealed during the light difference of an eclipse. It's so many different ways I'm being shown this, and I don't know how to bite size it for you. So I'm just kind of giving you this in the 20 minutes or whatever. It's been 18 minutes, including the beginning awkwardness, which is probably going to happen for a while. What else? There's been a lot of deception I've been picking up on, a lot globally, and a lot of copycats again, and I forgot. I'll do it next time. I have a gift for the copycats, but it's got to wait. Things are being revealed, okay? And it's going to shake things up a lot. And things are changing, so move as gracefully with the changes as you can. I mean, I'm going to go through this soon, but it's kind of like being given a new set of teeth and having to learn to move your mouth differently again. There's this awkwardness, kind of like how I'm awkwardly speaking to you because of the situation over there. But things are changing, right? So every day, every minute, we're going through these dimensional aspects of ourselves and people around us. So when we're trying to have a narrative, or we're told a narrative by the world, please be aware there's so much more going on than what you're told. And what you're told is just, you know, if you played video games, you would know that there's a thing where they do patch notes every once in a while, where they like install updates and stuff. And then they give you the rundown of what happened. But really, what's going on behind the scenes, they could be doing anything to the game and just tell you, like, your character is stronger now because, you get a +1. But behind that is a whole bunch of coding. So, what you guys are seeing on the news and on other social media sources, media, whatever, it's not really the full story. You know that, right? So, you got to remember something, and this is something I haven't really paid much attention to. There are people in the world that are really, really, really good people, like genuinely good people who genuinely want to help and be supportive and an ally and all that. But there's also really, really, really evil people in the world that, yes, are God incarnate, but at the same time, they're an aspect of God that's may as well be an NPC, gone mad. So when big things happen that are going to change the playing field, we are being asked to handle things with more royalty. I think that's the best way I can relay this to you. I can give you all the analogies, I can give you all of the visions and stories and dreams and all of that. But the reality is, there are card readers doing terrible shit. There are politicians doing even worse shit. There are people fighting and dying in wars, and some of those wars are staged. There's, people being experimented on, and there's puppies being experimented on. There's people getting married, and there's people giving birth. There's horrible things and good things happening. Balance, right? But it's kind of always been there. And if we go through the coming days with a sense of naivety to where we think they wouldn't do that, that's really evil. They would. They have. And far worse. That's why it's so important to remain in God, in Goddess, the aspect of not just the aspect, but the source of it all itself, not just one universe, but the multiverse, all of it, everything, not just one incarnation of God on earth, and as Christ, or all the other ones, but as and not just the Holy Spirit, not just your ancestors and guides or your higher self or your whatever, but all of it, the all. It's trying to show us what we're choosing to think and feel and portray ourselves as, and the absurdity of the world narrative that we've chosen to believe. It's just going to get weirder. Sorry, I don't know if my eyes just look cross-eyed. I noticed in the background right over there. It felt like something flew by there. What else can I tell you? It's the attention, the energy. They want it. They feed off of it. But you don't have to do the same things, right? You don't have to be that evil. You don't have to be that whatever. I'm really attempting to relay this to you as accurately as I can, but God's showing it to me in so many different ways. You have to be prepared to realize, or you have to kind of get to the point of realizing that not only do the really altruistic people exist, but so do the really not so nice people. So when you're seeing that stuff on the news, when you're seeing it on different, things copy pasted on different social media platforms, when you're seeing like even day to day my videos on somewhere else or people copying them or the messages and then like just being, shady, remember that yes, they are God, but they're an aspect of God that is teaching you something else. No, it's not about love and light. It's not about acceptance. It's not about, being limitless and forgiving towards everything. No, it's about boundaries. It's about knowing that there's evil in the world, but you don't need to pay attention to it and you don't need to partake in it. It's about having you become aware of tacit consent. It's about having you be aware of having your focus. I think it's a quote by Isaiah in the Bible about focusing on God, keeping your eye on Christ as you walk through the waters or walk on the waters instead of, being distracted, to keep your gaze on the truth, the blue flame, right? It's revealing something. And all of was shown is that obsidian planet with the blue flame, and it's been dissected into all these different messages for like 26 minutes, 27. What you guys are going to start seeing in the world, especially with these new children that we've been talking about here for weeks. Oh my God. You're going to be required to expand your comprehension of what human beings are capable of. And you're going to need to start accepting that there are some really good people in the world and that your first impressions of them were wrong and that they're really genuinely nice people. And then you're going to have to start accepting that some people really aren't good at all. They might give you a nice smile. They might, put on a show. They might, give you the fully properly edited videos and screen time, whatever. But they're shady as fuck, and they get their messages from people that are just barely, known on other channels, and they don't support them with their bigger platforms. To be like, hey, I got this message off this little channel here, and we're sharing it here on this big channel. You guys should go over there and see the original content. But then there's also the ones who stage fucking fake global scenarios and tell you that there's people, fighting this, and there's this hero there, and then there's these beautiful pictures, and then there's these, be afraid of this, and then be afraid of that, and feel sad for this, and feel sad for that. No, I don't want to. One bit. Because it doesn't feel right. There's something about it lately, about the entire world that I'm looking at, and there's very few exceptions, very few that are actually honest with what they're doing, and but they are out there. And the frequency God has had me tune into lately, it's been one that's wow, you guys actually do that stuff, huh? Worldwide, not just about YouTube, but like I've been seeing a lot of things about currencies, and then this whole, virus thing that's been going on for years. Like I've been kind of looking into this stuff, actually in the 3D world. And that loop that's been going on since yesterday, 7:06 p.m. It stopped when I started recording this. So I can't even stress the importance of this for everybody in the next 3 days. You guys are going to start seeing the truth about a lot of people you didn't want to see the truth about at all. Like, a lot of hidden things are going to be revealed about a lot of people and places. And remember one very important thing. And I'm going to say this to you, not knowing who's watching, who you are, how many people are watching this, at what time. So I need to make this as general as possible. Please be I'm thinking of the right word. Please be noble. You know? Something's coming. And I urge you to be noble. Not to me, not to anyone, but to yourself and to your connection to God. I don't know what the the spiritual significance of the upper lip. I think it's luxury. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Incoming message. Some of you are going to be presented with a timeline, not even just a timeline, but a new thread that connects to your current life that will bring in a lot of prosperity. But in order to do so, you have to, in a way, allow yourself to experience more luxury and to work with different energies in your life that are your own, not anybody else's. That way you can be given more threads to work with because they're your own energy. Whereas if you're going off the point here, but if you're utilizing other people's energy, once that energy is called back to the person, you lose everything you gained with that person's energy. It's just, order. I mean, it really is order. It's God's order. So be very aware, rabbit hunting season, that be very aware that there's people more insidious than you're aware of. Okay? People that do horrible things that you can't believe they are even capable of doing. Okay? I've told you some of the stuff that's happened to me, and that requires a lot of technology, doesn't it? Doesn't it? So if that technology already exists, which it does, I've seen it firsthand, then do you really think a cell phone or a computer is the most advanced thing you have? Do you really think all those images of other planets are accurate? Do you really think the medical industry or any of those things which are blessed and gifted and blessings from God, but do you really think you have access to top notch? And this isn't to stir the pot in any way, but human consciousness is expanding. And I'm being asked to play the neutral ground here, to kind of bring in the dark and the light and go, can you get along for just a minute? So instead of fighting each other and going against, battling the forces of the dark and, going against angel and demon and, picking up picket signs and going into rallies and riots and whatever, being a Facebook warrior and all that shit. Instead of doing all that, can you guys just for 5 minutes talk to God? Like, really sit down, feel your toes, your knees, your hip, your shoulders, your elbows. Relax your forehead, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, connect with nature, drink some water, listen to music that doesn't have lyrics, and just talk to God. Bring your attention back to Christ consciousness, to, I don't care what religion you're a part of, go to God. And just remember, yes, the Most High created everything in the material world, all this order, everything you experience in this universe. But this universe is being held within the womb of the mother. He didn't give birth to the mother. Well, technically he did. Technically. I mean, he did make the bodies every single time. He works with Gaia, with Sophia. And they work together with all the aeons and archons and the originator. No, you're okay. You're okay. Meow. It's okay. You can drink. Oh, you want to come over here? Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. No. Oh. I know. I know. Where's all your toys? Hmm? Hmm. Where's your Where? Okay. Okay. Can you look over here? Can you see your pretty little eyes? Why are you so grumpy? Why? I was busy. Well, I'm trying to get over there to that camera. Do you mind, young lady? Oh. Well. I gotta fix the camera. Wait. You're in my way. Are we still recording? Oh my god. Did we tell them everything they need to know? Did we? Huh? Is this the happiest kitty in the world? Well, 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 look at how happy you are. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I go for the camera now? Let's just stop this video. Why do you look so mean? Why are you so mean? Why are you so mean? Why? You're so pretty. Can't go now. Whoa. Thank you. I didn't do it. I guess that was your intended Lily break. Boo. Look it. Sometimes I feel like I live in an I Dream of Jeannie bottle. But I can't make things appear. I need Amazon. Okay. I think you've got everything you needed to know, right? Seems like you do. No? I think I'll do another video of cards. I hope this helps you. What a weird video. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. You know, I guess chit chat time. I was watching a video about how to feel uncomfortable emotions. And during the entire time, I kept thinking about something. I mean, the lady gave a really good explanation of it. And I clicked the video in the StarKindler recommended list. But I used to get so stuck and feeling like I wasn't doing enough. And then I was trying to position the camera earlier, and I'm like, wow, I look like I'm really overdoing everything. But I'm really not. Like, I was literally just, I wear this around the house all the time. I'm in my jammies, and I found this in the closet. And I had this on because my neck was cold. And then I'm like sitting here looking at myself thinking, oh, the fuck? And I tried to just, wear a regular t-shirt and just put my hair up in a ponytail and wear my hoodie. And I'm like, this doesn't feel right. It just, nothing feels right in a way. Like I'm breaking out of my skin in some odd, strange kind of, I don't know. I keep seeing that black planet, that obsidian planet with that blue light. It's so pretty, you guys. It's so beautiful. It looks like another planet from a distant part of the atmosphere, like behind Jupiter or Saturn. Maybe behind Jupiter, because I was going to say Saturn, but Jupiter came out first. I found purple nail polish, but I put it on and then it turned out to be metallic. But I was already committed, so I went ahead with it. I don't like it. But that's what I was trying to say, okay, before I got sidetracked by Lily again and her slurping from the cup of infinite water. There's so many little things happening that are shifting and changing us. But there's about to be really big ones. And I don't know if some of you are going to be able to handle what you go through in your own shifts without having a breakdown of some kind, like an emotional release, which isn't part of the message in the beginning of the video that I was telling you about with a loop yesterday. You're going to pee yourself. Stop that. She's so healthy. You guys have no idea. She's like a grumpy little old lady that lives in my house. Oh man. Just be ready, okay? 3 days. Things are going to change a lot. And the more you allow yourself to have a luxurious life, to feel luxurious, to really feel open hearted and kind, to just not deal with bullshit, to not copy paste, to not be intimidated by weird, awkward emotions, to, like Jesus says, come as you are. I mean, if I tried to dress myself up, I probably would not look very me. But just doing this, I don't know. It's weird. It's comfortable. It's not really me yet, but it's getting there. Quit. What are you even chewing on? Are you chewing on your whisker? That's so weird. I'd probably chew on my whiskers too if I could. Why do you get to chew on your whiskers? Rude. Just please be more discerning, okay? What else? What else? I feel like I'm supposed to keep you here for a second longer or two, just to give you a vibrational cleanup. I think our guides are working together throughout this entire video, doing energy work on you guys. I mean, if you want it and if you allow it. It really just does feel like it's a burning away, but burning things away with truth, like this blue light in a dark ocean. It's not just the blue light, there's something else there. In my life, it's like little shifts here and there that keep making this other version of me one step closer. And it's really weird to me because I have to look at myself in a completely different way. I have to speak in a different way. I have to hold myself in a different way. Clothes feel different, and then there's this whole thing about like this worldwide pregnancy feeling everywhere. And it's just, oh my God. And sleep schedules have been changing, and people are revealing shit everywhere, and they're showing their true colors, and they're being like copy pasting things, and fake wars and fake this, and just global Depop this or whatever that. It's just, do you see the face? Ew. So I don't want to deal with it at all. I don't want to deal with people that deal with that stuff. I don't want it anywhere in my reality, especially with the things I can do and the things I see and where I'm at, frequency wise and energetically, and my job. Guys, like I can see from a different point of view what you guys, the collectives and all that are going through. And it's just, if you guys really don't get your heads out of your metaphoric spiritual butts, kind of, sort of, and I mean that in the most loving way, it's going to be a reality shock, like a reality shock when yeah, it is kind of like that meme on Facebook about, if you don't get your shit together, the universe is going to smack you with her cosmic titty. And that's what it feels like. And we instinctively know what we need to do. We just keep pushing it off, don't we? We procrastinate it, kind of thing. It could be very little things to very big things, to realizing the truth about the world narrative and how bullshit it is, to our connection with the earth and our connections to our mothers and ourselves as mothers and fathers. It's a lot of different things. But we know, there's a part of us that knows. And yesterday, with that loop and that emotional release, it was a sense of love towards a lot of things, especially people that I had denied, and myself, and the world, really. And noticing that that love was still there, and then seeing the distractions that I had been thinking about to cover over that love made it really seem humblingly stupid for me to be even considering anything negative regarding anybody. It's kind of like the devil telling you, "Oh, your partner's cheating," but you know they're not. But you hear it so much, and eventually you're like, "Are you cheating?" And then it just keeps getting over and over and over, and then you're eventually your partner's like, "Well, if you're going to accuse me anyway." Remember that story? It's kind of like that. Like the world's been told something so many fucking times that they're eventually going to be told the truth, and the truth is so simple and obvious and beautiful and natural. And they're just going to go, "Oh," in that moment of, "Oh, if we choose to be violent towards each other or hateful, we get removed instantly from the playing field." It's very, very odd. Especially yesterday, there were so many times I kept feeling an urge, like a negative voice in me, like the shadow self saying, "Are you really going to take this? Are you really going to take this?" And what I kept doing was ignoring it and just improving the home, cleaning, redecorating, organizing, saging, blessing, meditating. But underneath it all, there was a sense of, that's bullshit. But I didn't have to feel that emotion for too long. I felt it, I acknowledged it, I see how it's bullshit what's been done to me in those situations, and surrender the powerlessness of it. Give it to God. Because God can do things that I can't, no matter how many times I bang my head against the wall or sit there crying. It's just an emotion, it's just an experience, and it's just more pain at the end of the day. So, in pain, looked at in a negative mindset, is seen as damaging. But pain seen as creation can be seen as a mother giving birth without an epidural. She feels all that pain, all of it, but it moves through her. And then there comes life. And then there's a whole new legacy. But first, it has to be the mind that accepts what's happening and accepts the lies and the truth and accepts its own self in the situation and then allows that pain to move through. The same energetic technique can be applied to healing the body of dis-ease. You feel it to heal it, right? Well, this is how you do it. It's just like talking to yourselves, to your body. And collectively, we all need to do that. Because there's a lot of time being wasted on social media with regurgitated information when the entire social media platform would look really, really different if people were just honest and gave credit where credit is due and spoke the truth regarding a lot of stuff, not just, tarot readings, but I'm talking about a lot of stuff, the entire umbrella of it. Making it okay for people to visit each other and talk to each other and to message each other and just be yourselves on camera instead of putting on a show and sharing your life and your stories and helping each other, a community, a village of a planet, not just neighborhoods, but an entire planetary village. We can do it, but it requires everybody to emit that vibration from them like a harp being played where the heart is. And you change that song by realizing there is great evil and great good, but your focus should be on the good. And if there's nothing you can do about the world theatrics, then do good where you are. Do good to the people around you. Say nice things. Do nice things. If a video inspires you and you create a video, content based on that inspiration, give credit. If, God's talking to you in a certain way and you're afraid to relay those messages, be brave. If you feel like you're stuck in the wrong body, it's never too late to transition. And you really don't need to transition. You just need to change the way you look at yourself and the way you allow yourself to feel. That's another thing. The emotional blockages we put in our bodies and pretend that they're not there. It's like an Arctic wall where we're like, oh, that land is just full of ice. No, it's not. You know? You know what I'm talking about. And then they're like, oh, the Earth has this ice barrier around it, and North and South poles, and no, it doesn't. Oh, there's only this many continents. No, there aren't. Oh, these places are a global massive war. Oh, there's a big scary virus. Oh, there's all these horrible things. Oh, well. Instead, focus on God. And then those who are like doing the watching constant card readings about, their baby daddy or their third party or, cheating this, marriage that, four of wands this, four of wands that. Guys, it's not about that whatsoever. It's not about that whatsoever. I can do a card reading right now for you and give you the best fucking news and spin it in 1,000 different ways for you, to where a million different YouTube channels can have a million different views from one video I made. It won't mean anything. The point is that who you are individually, regardless of where you are in life or what your status or title is, that you spend more time focusing on God and yourself and how you feel in your body, how at home you are in your body, how you're playing the character you're supposed to play, and what you can do to improve and evolve. Because if you're not, and we really are in this underwater place, and we are liquid light beings, crystalline beings, and there's chosen ones, and there's royal ones, and there's gang stalkers, and all this conspiracy stuff, right? And aliens, and interdimensionals, and magic, and if all this is actually there, why are you wasting your time on social media arguing or copy pasting, or social justice warrioring, or, stealing, or whatever? There's a big picture of things going on in the world, and we should be working together as a species and multi-species instead of trying to rule over each other and to cause distractions and all of that. Remember the analogy I gave you years ago of a bunch of people in a crowd, and they're listening to someone, and then one person yells something stupid like, "Oh, your clothes are terrible," and then everybody starts laughing and they miss the point. It feels like society's been through that. From skin color wars to ethnicity wars to borderland whatevers to drugs and whatever else. When the point of all of it is we're alive and nature is being destroyed by us, and we're busy arguing with each other instead of planting trees, instead of helping each other. We're busy justifying not helping each other because of manifestation hacks or inability to manifest money or like a home. Like, oh, that person will learn to manifest eventually. That's not how this works. We're supposed to be helping each other. We're not supposed to be stealing or copying or hurting each other or lying or what is that? Like coveting each other's partners and cheating and all that crap. Like, no, there's nobility, there's regality. There's supposed to be, it's a word with L, like a luxury or loyalty, or levity, simplicity, grace, faith, love. And then there's these people who are like, love and light. Do you have any idea what love and light means? Love and light isn't just acceptance and forgiveness. It's truth. It's righteousness. It's anger. It's justice. It has no regard for balance. It has no regard for scales of justice being balanced. It's complete and Christ consciousness, blue flame. Oh, a blue flame going across a planet of Christ consciousness, Michael consciousness, that whole cleansing truth and justice where it doesn't care about the balance of good versus evil. It's just fucking done with it. The harvest. The reset. The blank slate. Oh my God. You guys, that's not good. No wonder they're talking about ascension so much, and rapture, and global awakenings. A bunch of people are probably gonna fucking disappear or die. And then there's probably going to be some fucking narrative about why they did it or how it happened, or it was some fake, false something, false flag something. And illusions and blue beams and blue rays in the sky about like holographs. I saw a meme on that on Facebook about some giant monster being holographically displayed over the ocean, all over like China and all over the different areas, different holographic monsters being displayed. Aircrafts that are supposed to be alien, but they're not. They're man-made. And then people dressed up in costumes as if they're something, monsterish, but they're in bulletproof costumes. It's like an entire theatrical stage, you guys, that I'm seeing. And the lights get turned on as soon as the blue fire comes up. And then it's like once the blue fire is gone, we have that blank slate. But there's little lights that light up on that blank slate. And they reignite the world again with like this new civilization, these new life forms, these new specks on like these white crystalline light specks, these star beings on that black surface, the obsidian. It's so beautiful, but at the same time, it's terrifying. If that's really what it is, then all this advice makes perfect sense regarding allowing yourself to receive the more softer, feminine, luxurious aspects of life, and to really just allow it, even in simple ways that end up being adding up to a lot, apparently. What is that, effortless or something? Allow yourself to be effortless. And if you have negative emotions, negative vibrations, dark thoughts, they're not yours. They're an aspect of you that needs expression, absolutely. But at the same time, not all your thoughts are your thoughts. Not all of them are yours. You know that, right? That's why it's so important to breathe and be in the heart. I'm not going to give you any kind of doomsdayer advice, okay? Because we all experience what we experience due to how far we are from Christ consciousness and God and Gaia. So what I'm going to tell you is go as close to God as you can. And if you want to stay as far away from God by doing things that are anti-God, that's your choice. But I suggest you do better for your future self and those versions of you could be. You don't need to be that person now. You can do one thing, like put a pair of earrings on. In the morning, just wake up, put some eyeliner on. Wear different clothes. If you're in the political scene, don't accept a bribe to be a shitty person. If you're being told to go die for someone else, don't. If you're being told to believe in scary things or to do things you don't want to do, don't. And cling to God. After all the stuff I've been through, do you really think I'd still be alive if it wasn't for an actual cosmic sky daddy, God being, a father god, a mother goddess, consciously choosing to be like, that one stays alive for a little longer? Keep that one around. I've done a lot of really stupid shit in my life, and I'm still here. I mean, god dang. And every time I've gotten through it, do you know what I've done? I've reconnected with my inner child and gone and ran to God. Every time. Every time I was in a dentist chair, every time I was in a scary situation, every time I felt like I was dying, I was right there next to God, with God, Goddess, in that white fire room. And then everything just flows and gets better. Slowly, but it does. It doesn't mean that you're not going to feel those emotions, but you'll feel better afterwards. It's kind of like drinking a lot of water. Yeah, you're going to pee a lot, but a whole new version of you is going to be hydrated out of you. I know I need to drink a lot of water and get some sunlight. I've been waking up at like the weirdest hours. I've been having so many dreams of children, it's not even funny. And fairy godmothers, they're everywhere. I look so sleepy and so tired to myself, but I really feel like it's it's like an afterglow. It's like a light bulb inside me. I don't know. I've been feeling really, really fluid and squishy and caterpillary, but not really. Like a butterfly floating on the wind. The wind itself, kind of. I'm just going with the flow. So please take a step back from everything you guys are doing and just connect with God for a few minutes. I mean, you've been doing that a lot here on this channel, whether you realize it or not. Some of you do. I'm going to go get some water. My hands are so cold. This thing is actually oddly warm. I don't know if you guys know this. It's like see-through, but it's so warm. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I might make another video and pull some cards, but it's 12:22. 12:22. We started at 11:11. Look at those synchronicities. All right, my loves. I know the information was all over the place. And we had that, intermission with Lily, who's sleeping over there, by the way. Go with grace. Go with grace. And be okay with uncomfortable emotions. I mean, right now, I'm actively blocking out the realization of being on people's television, on being on people's cell phones, people seeing me on buses, like sitting on a bus watching me. They're at their home eating dinner. There's some doing really naughty things. And there's a lot of you who are really kind. So the more of you there are that individually choose to be kind in your own lives. And oh my God, there's an energy of amplification. And I'm going to tell you this really generally, because I want you with eyes and ears to really hear this. Every single act, okay, that's been going on for quite a few weeks, especially the past few days, every good act has been rewarded with like 10 times, 100 million times the thing you gave. I gave a lady downstairs, my neighbor. I'm going to give you this example, and then I'm going to close the video. Remember what I told you about this blessing that a Reiki healer told me a while ago, which is a blessing I use on my when you guys donate to me, where may anything you give be brought to you by the universe 1,000 times multiplied. Well, I went downstairs a couple of days ago and gave my neighbor, um, wow, that's a whole bunch of other information right there. We're not going to talk about that right now. I gave my neighbor a moonstone and some Rice Krispies treats I made, and they were really good. And she gave me a TV. A TV, like a flat screen TV. What? Thank you? It's stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do good, and more good is going to be brought to you. Do bad, and it like instantly blows up in your face. And are you sure? Did you know Frida Kahlo's first name, birth name, is actually Magdalena? I thought you'd like that. What else was I gonna tell you? I think that's it. No. What was it? Oh, right. Thank you. There's a few people that have been energetically doing a lot of remote viewing into my private home. Two of which are almost 22 of which, I mean, honestly, if we're going to be really honest, there's a lot of you who are doing it. And that's not okay. There's one specifically, her name starts with an L, and I'm just letting you know because honesty, best policy. She was I was shown a dream about her. She was trying to steal cards from me and a blanket, and her name starts with an L, and the other one's name starts with a C, but that was a different dream. All I'm going to tell you is you're going to need a big duster. You're going to need a big duster. Like, please be kind to each other, okay? And don't take my kindness as weakness. And don't take my awkwardness and anxiety as a vulnerability or my shyness, okay? Um, I know I'm very whatever you think I am, but I'm also me. So just elevate your standard of what you consider to be your highest self and the choices you would make in life towards other people. Okay? Because if you keep showing me in dream state that you're willing to make the choices that have you appearing to me as someone petty, and that you're going to keep doing these things, it's like a fly in the room. You know, you're not what I thought you were. I expected better out of you. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't even want to tell you anything. But at the same time, like, I'm aware of you guys doing this. So just stop embarrassing yourselves. I mean, really, it's amusing when I see you guys trying to spy on each other or me, and you're using magic of the earth, especially, or you're working with the gods and goddesses, any of them, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this crazy shit to her. Mm, do you not know who you're messing with? Do you not know the source of power that you're using? Do you not know where it comes from? It is kind of like that, isn't it? Pulling on a part of the tapestry to try to weave something for themselves with a string that's not theirs. And the Norns and the Fates are just looking at you guys going, these bitches. And I'm telling you, just stop picking on me. Just stop spying on me. Stop with the remote viewing. Stop with the tapping the phone bullshit. Stop with the copy paste. Just, if there's a message that needs to be shared, God will share it through you. If you're watching my videos to gain information on what to share, all I need to do is call that energy back. So some of you have been playing with that energy for a while. Okay. Plan B for you would be nice. Okay. And I love you guys, especially those of you who say such nice things in emails, and you send me these beautiful gifts, and you even when I feel awkward and I don't want to do these videos, I remember that you guys watch them. So when I'm talking about the lesser vibrational people, that it excludes you guys, even though when I say you guys, like there's a part of everybody that needs to know the difference between you guys and you guys. So I'm glad you know that. And I hope this video helps you. And thank you for everything and all the kind words and the gifts you've sent and the gifts you will send and all that other stuff. And for all the financial stuff, may everything you give be brought to you by the universe in divine timing, 1,000 times amplified. 1,000. And please be kind to your neighbors. Like, really be kind to your neighbors. Give them stuff. Talk to them. I don't care if your neighbor is a mile away. Do something nice. Build a community. Plant a tree together. Stop feeding into the things you see on social media and the mainstream news or television. Remember, organizations own them. Remember, those organizations are run by people, and those people utilize magic. So some of us can see exactly what they're doing. And I'm telling you, it's better to just focus on the living people next to you, the actual flesh and bone, people, and be nice to them and yourself. And if you need a safe space or a sacred space to be or someone to talk to, decree it, declare it, that you have sacred space, that you have safe space. And talk to God, ask for a messenger, ask for an angel. There's information on this channel, there's videos, there's healing videos, there's good magic, there's energy healing, there's subliminals. They're all of the highest vibration for you. I can't afford energetically, and nor am I allowed to, in any way, to cause harm to anybody. Unless, but even that, but even then, I don't. I choose not to, because it's just pointless. It's better that you guys find God than me sitting there but doing a Harry Potter battle with you, So bless you. bless you with grace and clarity, bless you 1,000 times over. Because I'm really tired of fighting my own species. It's pointless and it's like a mental illness. So I will continue to do these videos, but I'm going to be doing others where it's just my hands and you get to see the cards. But these videos where I'm like talking to you, I'll do these more and we'll like hang out and do chats and stuff. It's just I need to get comfortable with being in front of the camera. And I can't really do it if I'm being distracted with a chat box. So day one of doing this a few weeks ago was whatever. And this day is whatever. And then we'll see what tomorrow and the next day bring. But every day it's going to be different because I cannot believe the stagnancy some of you guys live in. Like the same fucking house, the same decorations, the same layout, the same unlived in furniture, the same fucking makeup, the same fucking messages, every fucking video, the same fucking YouTube channels, the same copy pasted news and social media. Sorry, I'm playing with my earring. It's just so much of the same regurgitated bullshit over and over and over. And I'm telling you, that black obsidian planetoid I saw is going to smooth things over. And it's on the way. Like, I was not allowed to get through this day without telling you this message because it was looping me in the same fucking day. Take care of yourself. I'm going to go. Let me just get you a couple of cards. Just to sum it up, what does God need you guys watching this video to know right now? Whoever just recommended I wear purple lipstick, I would not mind, honestly. What the fuck was that? Did you see that? There. Wait, is it? No, it's this one. No, it's this one. That's the one. I thought it was this one because the edges were illuminated over there, but I saw a white box. But it was this one I saw in that corner. And then I thought it was this one because there was a piece of glitter. Where is it? Over there? Somewhere? Okay, so we got pleasure, resistance, nourishment, and fruition. Again with this, please do what you can to stop eating meat. Please. There is no pleasure in the suffering of another animal for you to chew meat. Well, it's your choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you want to elevate your vibration and frequency, you're going to need to stop eating meat. I was eating meat a while ago, and I was doing it intentionally for for reasons to get to frequency levels lower than me. But we don't need to be in that anymore. We need to be in the pleasurable vibrations. Fruits, berries, leafy greens, the things we're resisting to eat. This also looks like Gaia breaking through and resisting fake light and regrowing herself a new body through the earth. And then we have nourishment. There's the earth again, a new body of the earth being replenished by that obsidian moon pouring water out. And then we have the fruition, the new incarnation of the new earth in human form. Should be interesting to see, huh? Oh, who are you? I love you.